last time I interviewed you, you talked about Marty Jannetty and the IcoPro pills and the farts that he would make, and they were wondering if you had any other rib stories about Marty.
Marty, oh my God, where do I start? It never ended. If you left him sit and he got bored, his brain would start to work and he'd just start doing shit. And being in a room with him was like being in Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. It was just, one time he was taking a shower and he took a long time. And the reason why was because he had unscrewed the shower head and stuffed KY jelly in the shower head. So when I went in and take a shower, all the KY jelly squirted out on me. It just, you never knew what he was going to do. The shower curtain, he spent time, he took all the hooks to where he loosened them up to where I went to push the shower curtain back. It fell. I had to rehook the whole thing up. It never ended. When we drove by in Montreal, we saw a skunk in a median one night, and he wanted to stop the car, and we jumped out. We were trying to capture the skunk because he was wanting to release it in the locker room. Davey and Owen one time ribbed him and put a padlock on one of his singlets, the one that he liked to wear, the black one. He didn't like to wear this other one that we had. He had to wear it all the time on the road. And keep in mind, this is when we go out for 14, 15 days at a time. So he could not get that lock off for weeks. He tried everything while he was home, off the road, when he come back out. He tried everything to get that lock off. And we're up in New Albany, and we're running upstate New York, and we're running Maine. And last night on the tour was Bangor, Maine. And whenever we'd stay in a town for a few days, which we'd try to get the same hotel and stay there for 4 or 5 days in a row, so we didn't have to keep packing up and unpacking and packing. And when we would, we'd go to the grocery store and we'd buy food so we could help save money. So we go to the grocery store. Marty buys a bunch of food, and he buys peel and eat shrimp in a bag, like a pound of peel and eat shrimp. And he eats the shrimp and he keeps the bag of brine. And I'm like, what are you doing with that? And now keep in mind, Davey and Owen had put that padlock, and he was so hot at those guys for padlocking his gear. He's like, I'm gonna get fucking Davey and Owen back. And I'm like, when are we gonna do this? He goes, the last night of the tour. That's, we're gonna wait until they gotta go home. I go, okay. So we kept that bag of brine in the room for like 5 days. The smell, and we didn't realize it was the bag of brine, but the smell, like the worst, dirty, athletic, sweaty sock smell, was in that room, to the point where we complained to the hotel, changed rooms because of the smell. And it was like close to the last night, because we kept it in there for probably 3 or 4 days. And so we put it in the car. That was when we realized, oh, it's coming from that plastic bag of brine, because the car started smelling like that. Marty brings it into the building. The dressing room starts to smell like that. So Davey and Owen knew something was up. So they got dressed in their cars, and then they brought their bags in like an idiot, and they went to the ring, and then Marty poured that bag of brine in each one of their bags, and sent them home with their clothes smelling like that. So yeah, he was pretty crazy. Like,
He alleged with me that he'd slept with 5,000 women. Do you think that could
I believe
it? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I've been to Marty, his old house in Florida, and Marty had literally like stacks upon stacks of photo albums, and stacks upon stacks of loose pictures of different women that he had been with. I mean, and when I'm saying stacks, multiple stacks. And I'm sure he hasn't slowed down or stopped,
Oh, I'm sure too.
And he and Sean, he would tell me that when they had that really good run and they were really super over, like they'd walk down the hallway in the hotel, and there would be a line of women sitting on either side of the hallway on the floor, waiting for them to go to the room. I mean, it's not like now. Back then, and that's the thing. You can tell when you're really doing good business is how many women are coming to the shows. That's when you know if a company or a territory is really making money. It froze up because count how many women are in the audience. When UFC was really super hot, look at how many women, and not just women, but how many attractive women. When you go back and you watch, like when the Von Erichs were so over, they couldn't even make it to the ring. When the Rock and Roll Express and Mid Atlantic were so over, there were women all over the place.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.